What's going on, everyone? It's Bales, and welcome back to another AFL Fantasy Team Review post round 10. Obviously, we're a bit later today. Obviously, just got off the plane, literally not that long ago, to record this. So we are a bit later tonight, but we'll still do our usual round review. So we'll go through how I went. As always, before we do, make sure you smash a big old thumbs up on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're very, very close to 2,300 subscribers. Obviously, we've got just over 700 to go before we have 3,000 on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you go and do that, and it would be very much appreciated. But for round 10, 22-15, I thought it was going along nicely, but then my rank stood 109 spots. So I had, a rank of 7,559 for the week. And, 109 spots. I fell down. It was a week that probably could have been. It was probably from my one or two players that really sort of stopped me from soaring up the sort of into the top 500. But it is what it is. Hopefully we can make that back up this week with a few changes. But +3, -3. I'll give the +3 to John Dawson. I did hear apparently he was not 100% confirmed to play as late as Friday. So the fact that he got up to play and played very well, 117, wasn't my high score in the team. Obviously, I really only had the three scorers over 120. That being Flanders, Heaney, and Luke Ryan. Luke Ryan's probably stiff not to get my +3. It's probably the fact that I went Shees to him. I only gained the 9 points from doing that trade. Obviously, VC as well saved me from a max score on 86 as captain. So a big shout out to Luke Ryan on debut. Probably unlucky not to get it. But I think Dawson, the fact that there was a chance he wasn't going to play, but he still pumped out a 117. He's going along very, very nicely. So he was very, very good. -3 goes to, unfortunately, Goldstein. You're probably thinking, why'd you trade Goldie in? If you've watched videos on the channel, I explained my reasoning as to why I picked Goldie. I was hoping to be able to just loop him with Sweet, because it would have been better if Sweet was playing. Goldie on R3. If you put a good score up, you put Barnett there. If he didn't, then you put Sweet on field. But Sweet not playing. I'm glad that Vicentini didn't do very well. He got moved out of the ruck, so Dixon could go in there. So I would be gobsmacked if Sweet wasn't named this week, and Solo as well. So I think Sweet comes back in this week, so I think that issue will be fixed for me. But Port, come on, what are you doing? Like, why are you naming a 21-year-old ruckman that isn't ready yet after he had a good game against the ruckless Geelong for 2.5 quarters, the better part of? So I didn't get that decision at all. But it is what it is, and we move to the next week. So we'll quickly go through the players. Won't be as long as I normally do it. We'll just quickly sort of run through these, being a bit later. But Nick Martin, 95, bit of a flag. Did go forward for the second half. Didn't quite get that decision. I thought he was playing quite well. I was able to watch that game in person, and tell you what, MCG it's very, very nice. It's definitely the best ground I've been to. I'd love to say Adelaide Oval is, and it's probably number 2, but MCG just takes the cake. It is what it is. It's such a good ground. But Nick Martin, 95, it's not awful, but when he's been putting up 110s, it's probably a little bit of a flag just moving forward, just because of the role change, not so much that the score, because 95 is still fine. Nick Dacos, 115. I'm still, I know Goldie got a 45, but I've still got Dacos in my side. I don't have to worry about getting him in. He's gone back-to-back good scores, he's averaging about 120 for me since I've got him, so very, very happy with that. He's averaging about, 120, about 125. So, very, very happy. 122.5, whatever it is. Luke Ryan, very happy with that on debut, 126. If I was going to nitpick, he had one quarter where he only had 12 points. If that would have been a semi-decent quarter, it could have been a 140, and then all of a sudden I'm really happy, ecstatic with that, and he would have definitely got my +3. But 126 I'll still take. He was still my top scorer of the round, so it is nice to have your top scorer as the double points. That's what you're aiming for. So shout out to Luke Ryan for a good game there. Hayden Young, 108, high scoring game that one, and Young got in amongst it, which is very, very nice to see. Was it the week before that he got the 80? Was it the 80 against Sydney that he got? Pretty sure it was. 81 against Sydney, but he's still been very, very good. So still very happy with Youngie sitting there as well. Lockie Whitfield, good to see him get a ton after a few down weeks. So obviously good matchup, but at the end of the day, still got the ton. So happy with that. Riley Bonner just keeps getting it done. 109, back-to-back good scores now. It's crazy to think that he is now averaging 95.2 which I think is that'd put him very, very close to like a top 6 defender. I think he's still just outside, but when you look at the guys, actually, I'll just quickly have a quick look at it here from the defenders. So you got, I'll go sort by average. So you've got like Nick Martin, Dacos, Ryan, Young, Whitfield all ahead of him. So that's 5. Then you got Sheasel 6, Duggan 7, Nasai 8, Holmes 9. Like him and Sinclair are essentially the same. Like so he's around that 9 to 12 range. They're all very, very close. So yeah, very, very happy with Bonner, and he's definitely going to be a hold to at least his buy. And the way he's going, I might not need to move him till post buy. So he's just going along very nicely. Closey 63. I was able to loop him and Dempsey, and able to take Dempsey instead. So that was obviously nice. 63 from Closey's not great, but I think Carlton under the roof this week will be a better matchup for him. Obviously, Graham did not play. Jordan Dawson mentioned before, 117. Very, very nice. And he's got 3 really good matchups to come in West Coast at home, Hawthorn away, which I'll be in attendance for again, which will be looking forward to getting back to MCG. Hopefully, the Crows win. Fingers crossed. And then he's got Richmond on a Thursday night. So, yeah, Dawson's going to be great next 3 weeks. Hopefully that calf issue was just a cork, or if it was a calf issue, if that's why he didn't play, but I assume it was. Hopefully it's all good, and he's good moving forward. Caleb Sarong apparently got tagged in this game by Windhager throughout, so I didn't watch this game. I was at that Crows live show with Riley O'Brien and Ben Keys, but from what I heard, Caleb Sarong got attention, but still pump out of 103. Very, very happy with that. Got Collingwood this week. Could be a pretty good score there with a few of the Collingwood guys missing there. And I think I read before to go him is no certainty to play either. Shame he could have missed on the weekend. Errol Gordon, 116. Yep, very happy with that. Obviously had a good last quarter, and then hearing the talk of him wanting to play 100% game time is also music to my ears. It's not going to make a huge difference because he essentially plays 95+% game time anyway. But again, you're on there for a tiny bit more, still a little bit extra time for points. So yeah, hopefully that would eventuate, and then he'd be a great pick. Jack Steele, poor score, 77. This game was dominated by the defenders and wingmen in this one, so a lot of marks. Jack Steele probably not able to get amongst it as much, but still poor score. You'd still hope that he can get near the 100, but 77 not great. Same with Bont, 71. It was wet, got tagged throughout by Callum Ward. Bont's just frustrating. He's averaging 100 for the season. You're losing 17 points a game from what I paid him at 117. And yes, I know people are going to say you don't pay for the top price mid and all this, as I like to call garbage, that people, when they say it to me, I don't know why I said it like that, but anyway. But yeah, Bont, I was still happy to start him, but it's just frustrating that he just keeps putting out these mediocre scores every now and again. He's had 2 good scores, so hopefully he doesn't get this tag on Thursday and he can put out a 110 and get out a solid score. Clayton Oliver, pretty happy with that. 94 was solid. He got tagged by Sheed, which was annoying, but at the end of the day, he's looked as close to Oliver as sort of what he's looked at in previous years on the weekend. 79% up near the 80, which was great. Again, the marks weren't there, obviously, with the attention. I think he's going to be fine. He's got some good matchups to come as well. I'm still comfortable with Oliver. I still think Oliver can get to 105 plus average. Maybe not for the season, but I think he can average 105 from here. So I still think he's a great pick. Jeremy Sharp, solid score against Saints at Marvel. 88, definitely take that every day of the week. Obviously was able to take Dempsey's 81, which I was very surprised by that on the Thursday night, being able to watch that and seeing him rack up there in tough conditions as well. So he's probably bought himself another couple of weeks till his round 14 bye. So, yep, very happy with him. Jai Clark, 32 in just over a quarter. Frustrating that he can't put it together for 4 quarters when he can do that in a quarter, but it is what it is. At least I think he actually went up a couple of K on the weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, break even still 30, which is good. It means he's not going to keep dropping. Hopefully he gets a full game and he can make some cash before his round 14 bye. Gawn, disappointing against West Coast. Good matchup. Didn't capitalise, unfortunately, but he'll be fine. I'm fine with him moving forward. Todd Goldstein, obviously mentioned before, 45. It's not really a surprise. Like, he's 35. He did look tired in this game as well. I was sitting with Liam from Free Kick watching this game, and he was saying that, and He said he wouldn't be shocked if he got rested in the next fortnight. I think with the bye so close, he probably won't. He'll probably keep pushing through. But they might name like a Nick Bryan, not this week, the following week, because Essendon got Gold Coast, so they got Wits. So I wouldn't be shocked about that. So I've got to sort this will be sorted by next week. It could be this week if Sweet's not named, but next week at this stage, Sweet is named, because I can get do my other trades. Flanders, Heaney, not really much more to add on them. They're just the two best forwards. Sorry, that was disrespectful to Dane Zorko, who I don't own still, who's up here. Damn, I wish I had Zorko. Sorry, two of the three best forwards, I should say, because there's the big three, and there's a massive gap. It's like 16 points, I think, from Flanders to Grind Myers. So a big gap. Flanders and Heaney just doing what they do best and putting up good scores. Hopefully I can get Zorko in at some point as well. Jack McRae, 72. It is what it is. It's just what Jack McRae's probably going to do a lot of the weeks, get anywhere from 70 to 90. Might pop a 110 every now and again, but because obviously Bont struggled, English struggled as well. So we'll see how he goes on Thursday night, but he could be the guy that goes next week if I want to go get like a Ryan Marshall. We'll have to see. Tom Power, 85. Looked good in this game. Looked better in the second half. Got a few extra CBAs in this game. I just don't know why North aren't entrusting him more responsibility in the midfield, because he's definitely ready. He looks good. I don't know. It's a bit frustrating, but 85, still take that in the forward line. Wilson, 72 was good as well. Just take a 72 from him. Make more cash. He's 640 now. Going to be a pretty easy swap to someone around his buy. Obviously took the loophole for Ryan. With Reed on the bench. Reed, he was fantastic. I love watching this kid play. He's so good. He's 82. Very, very impressed with him. Made a little bit more cash as well, so he can stay till his buy. And then Cadman, 31 as well, was it was quiet, and he's been quiet for a few weeks now. And then Zach Reed is on the bench there as well. Hopefully he comes back in this week. Had another solid game from what I hear in the VFL. So that's how we went. Hopefully we can claw back those 109 ranks we lost this week, next week, and hopefully push in the top 500 for the first time this season. But trades at this stage, I'm looking at going he's Cadman. It could be Garcia if he's not named. I don't know if I want to keep Cadman, or he's just going to keep dropping cash. I don't know if I want a warm body there for the buys. I've probably got to work it out and see if I need him. It'd be one of Garcia or Cadman will go down to Joe Richards. With the aim to getting a call off the week after, with the three trades, and then I will be going a Will Graham up to Alex Sexton, which will bench Closey when sort of everything sort of works out. That'll be what we do with the team this week, I think. Sexton's a good option. 126 looked pretty good on Thursday night in slippery conditions. So. Beautiful. Let me know in the comments below, guys, how you guys went in round 10. Let me know your plus threes, your negative threes, your rage trades, and where you currently ranked overall as well. So put them in the comments below, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. Put them in the comments as well. So, thank you guys for tuning in as always. If you did enjoy it, make sure you smash like on the video. That'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're back tomorrow night for another live Q&A, so make sure you guys tune into that. Should be good fun once again answering your questions. So make sure you tune in live 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. West Perth time. So, and then we got Trade Talk Wednesday, and then we're back in on Thursday, which is great. So we don't have that many Thursday night games left, which is disappointing. I wish we had it for the whole year, but again, it is what it is. So beautiful. Thanks guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on tomorrow night for our Q&A. So thanks for watching. Catch you then. I'm out. Cheers.